Shit, the last thing you need before you're about to wind down for the evening is a video of Bob. I wish you wouldn't bloody show up on my bloody YouTube feed. Hello, this is Bob. Yeah, do you like the demon? I don't mind my video technique on my channel's not good. But the incident between Dr. Makrath and Bob, there's several issues here. Dr. David is frustrated because he actually wants to have a civil conversation. He was he was right close to Bob. He was blocking Bob's camera. So what? Bob pushed. I've watched the video. I'd be interested to see whether people agree with me. But it's very, very sad to see two people, one who's definitely not a Christian, and the other one needs to sort himself out a bit. Bob is not a Christian because Bob preaches praying to saints. He preaches praying to Mary. That is not Christianity. I'm sorry, that's, I would respectfully say that. Bob is confrontational. Bob is also, he's guilty of what he's said to the police. It's actually Bob who plays the victim. He had Cafe Neo with him. Now, Neo's another one. Very aggressive, very Bobite. He goes down the park occasionally. It's not good. Doesn't look good. I'd be willing to host an online discussion between the two of them. I don't have anything personally against Bob. People forget this. I don't have anything personally against Bob. He's certainly got some guts to do what he does. He is a reasonable public speaker. The only trouble is he shouts. Mind you, that's coming from me. But, it's very sad to see. If Bob is right and can prove it, and I'm asking for the evidence now, if Bob has got evidence, and by that I mean screenshots of doxing is not good. Doxing is not good at all. If Bob chooses to be Bob, then that's fine. I mean, if he's got family, apparently Bob's married. I mean, isn't the girl lucky? I mean, but the thing is, the way Bob supporters behave, it's just ridiculous. The fact that I've got an obsession with Bob. BS, do I have an obsession with Bob? Bob's not a Christian, but he's a fantastic mind. He's also a fantastic manipulator of information. And to be a manipulator of information, you've got to be intelligent. Very intelligent, not that intelligent. To take Bob out is actually in debate is really easy. I know the followers will say the last time I talked to him that Bob would win. Well, you would say that, but the trouble is Bob cannot answer his Christian nationalism or his crusaderism or his Roman Catholicism. Now, big shout out to Dr. David Makrath. I respect you. You said a few things to me that I don't agree with, but I'll take that on the chin. If you have been asking for Bob's personal details on a public forum, but that's not doxing. I mean, I actually got into one of the Christ is King groups, and I just said, just to wind them up, that, I said something a bit silly. I do apologize for that. I mean, the thing is that in the end, the demon was exposed because basically Jude has been exposed as a, what is he again? He's a modalist. Yeah, modalism is not Christianity. Bob is right about that. But the thing is, Bob is, whereas he's doctrinally right, I don't believe he is by his promotion of praying to saints and stuff like that. I mean, the Pharisees knew the word. They just had Jesus right in front of them and didn't recognize him. Some people see that as evidence of blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. I mean, who knows? But anyway, I am prepared to sit down and host a discussion between these two. Bob won't do it. I know that. There's no point. That is almost like a baseless offer. I do feel a bit concerned about David Makrath's behaviour because if Bob goes by a, what's it called when you don't use your real name? He's quite entitled to do that. I go by my real name. Dr. David goes by his real name. I mean, the anti-Semite Jay Smith goes, I think, by his name. And by the way, he's anti-Semitic, and I've got him on camera. He was okay with me waving an India flag, but he wasn't okay with me raising an Israel flag. He said, "Oh, now's not the time for politics." No, excuse me. The defense of the state of Israel is a moral duty, whether you are a Christian, Jew, or a Muslim. That country has a right to exist. There's also the stuff in the Bible. I'm not quite as good on the stuff in the Bible, but the Bible is quite clear that in the last days Israel exists. So it's sad to see this, very sad to see this. Bob engages in pushing. In my opinion, Bob pushed on that video. He's very good at it. He's very good when there's no actual camera. He knows when the person is right in front of his camera. He did push, but the thing is, Macrith was on his in his personal space. I can understand why Dr. David Macrith is frustrated, because Bob is just like that. You got to learn how to heckle Bob. Bob is going to be extremely glad that I'm outside of Britain, probably along with most of the country, actually. But there are ways to behave, and Bob's hypocrisy was exposed on the day when there was a near riot at the corner. You're going to say, well, what day was that? Because that could be any day. No, it was when a load of radical Shia Muslims, the Shiites, came and started causing trouble. I know Wendell packed up early. They started to attack what I call the cowboy stall, the one that always displays the Israel flag. And of course, Bob the coward was nowhere to be seen. I actually went over to Bob when he was pontificating and said, "Bob, you need to come and help your Christian brothers." Bob didn't even bother. Is that on camera? Maybe not. I only went to Speaker's Corner because I was bored and bothered about the state of my country. The state of my country is not enhanced by that video at all. It's very sad to see. There needs to be a coming together of Christians, but the thing is, Christians need to decide what the faith is. The faith is what you believe, and that's it. The belief is the gospel. Jesus is the gospel. That is how it works. I'm not in line for a theological debate. It's too late here. Very sad to see this go up on Bob's channel. It's also very interesting to see the recent interactions between Bob and Jude. Bob's quite right. Jude is full of pride, but that is the pot calling the kettle black. So I'd love to talk to you, David Macrith, because you're a good guy. I don't know what you've been up to, but if you have been doing something like that, then sadly you must apologise to Bob. I mean, apparently I was supposed to go and shoot Bob. I mean, like, why would I bother? I've already proven that he won't debate me. I'm not a sectarian. That's insulting. Sectarianism is what's happened earlier today. Sectarianism is basically attacking a Jewish ambulance. I'm not a sectarian. I'm a human being, yeah? And my faith does not impact anyone. It doesn't involve me imposing my will on other people. And that's what makes Bob so dangerous, because he believes in crusades. Anyway, thank you for your attention to this. And Dr. David, if you're willing to talk, I would love to talk to you, because, like I say, you're one of the genuine warriors down at that park. But if you, I mean, it would be interesting to hear your version of the story, because, you know, Bob just always responds with aggression. Thank you for your attention.